Welcome to English Power Hours Grammar Lessons. Today, we are going to learn the present continuous tense, which is also known as the present progressive tense. You will learn the grammar and how to use the tense. And at the end of each lesson, there will be some quizzes for you to practice with. Feel free to pause the video at any time or replay the video. Enjoy your lesson. Let's get started. How to make the present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is also called the present progressive tense in English, and it is very easy to make, and the tense is the same for all verbs. We form the present continuous tense using the present simple of be plus verb plus ing. Present uses. Number 1. First, we use the present continuous for things that are happening at the moment of speaking. These things usually last for a short time, and they are not finished when we are talking about them. For example, I'm working at the moment. Jack is sleeping. Please call back as we are eating dinner now. Number 2. We can also use this tense for other kinds of temporary situations, even if the action isn't happening at the moment. For example, Pam is working as a waitress in a restaurant until she finds a job in her field. She might not be working now. I'm watching a really great movie. He is staying in London for a week. Compare this with the present simple, which is used for permanent situations that we feel will continue for a long time. For example, I work in a university. I think this is a permanent situation. I'm working in a university. I think this is a temporary situation. Number 3. We can use the present continuous for temporary or new habits. For normal habits that continue for a long time, we use the present simple. We often use this with expressions like these days or at the moment. For example, he's eating a lot these days. She's swimming every morning. She didn't used to do this. You're smoking too much. Number 4. Another present continuous use is for habits that are not regular, but that happen very often. In this case, we usually use an adverb like always, forever, or constantly. Often, we use the present continuous in this way to talk about an annoying habit. For example, you are forever losing your keys. She is constantly missing her bus. Trudy is always smiling. Future uses. Number 5. The next use of the present continuous is for definite future arrangements. with a future time word. In this case, we have already made a plan, and we are very sure that the event will happen in the future. For example, I'm meeting my sister tomorrow. I'm leaving at 4. We're going to the beach on the weekend. Note: we cannot use the present continuous tense or any other continuous tense with stative verbs. What's the difference? Present simple and present continuous. Present simple: things which are always true. Water boils at 100 degrees. Permanent situations, or nearly permanent, true for a few years at least. Julie lives in London. Habits or things we do regularly. I drink coffee every morning. Future events which are part of a timetable. My plane leaves at 8 tonight. To talk about the future after certain words: when, until, after, before, as soon as. I'll call you when I get home. To talk about what happens in books, plays, and films. At the end of the book, the detective catches the killer. Present continuous: things which are happening at the moment of speaking. The water is boiling now, so you can put in the pasta. Temporary situations: Julie is living in Paris for a few months. Usually, she lives in London. Situations which are slowly changing: I'm getting better and better at speaking English. Temporary or new habits: I'm drinking too much coffee these days because I'm so busy at work. Annoying habits, usually with always. My flatmate is always leaving the kitchen in a mess. Definite future plans: I'm meeting John after class today. To talk about people in pictures and photos. In this photo, my mother is walking beside a lake. Remember, we use the present simple with stative verbs. We can't use any continuous tense, including the present continuous tense, of course, with stative verbs. How to make the present continuous tense. Here is how we make the positive in the present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is made with the subject plus the present participle form, ing, of the main verb, and the present continuous tense of the verb, to be, am, is, and are. For example, positive: I am sleeping. You are sleeping. He is sleeping. She is sleeping. It is sleeping. We are sleeping. They are sleeping. Contraction of positive short form. I'm sleeping. You're sleeping. He's sleeping. She's sleeping. It's sleeping. We're sleeping. They're sleeping. We can make the negative of the present continuous tense by adding not. For example, negative. I am not sleeping. You are not playing. He is not reading. She is not working. It is not raining. We are not cooking. They are not listening. Contraction of negative short form. I'm not sleeping. You aren't playing. He isn't reading. She isn't working. It isn't raining. We aren't cooking. They aren't listening. Questions are also really easy. Just like we practiced making a question with be in the present simple. Here we also put am, is, or are before the subject to make a yes/no question. For example, yes or no questions. Am I eating chocolate? Are you studying now? Is he working? Is she doing her homework? Is it raining? Are we meeting at 6? Are they coming? For WH questions, just put the question word in the front. WH questions. Why am I eating chocolate? What are you studying? When is he working? What is she doing? Why is it raining? Who are we meeting? How are they traveling? Remember, it's really important to know the verb forms very well, so you can make the tenses without thinking or translating. If you know how to make the tenses very well, you can concentrate only on choosing when to use them, which is more difficult. Let's practice with some exercises in the present continuous tense. Click on the exercise link and answer the questions. Good luck! Need more practice with other grammar tenses? Get more grammar lessons with our online courses by clicking on the following link. See you in the next lesson.